Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. So of course, as you could tell from the title, today it's all about Makeup by Mario. I recently placed an order from Sephora, just replenishing some items that I'm about to pan. You know, like the items that you use a lot more often than makeup and that you pan more often than makeup. And I decided to add one of the new long wear cream eyeshadows from Makeup by Mario. I have seen a couple of reviews, and when this first launched, the tones are what really caught my eye. I just didn't feel the need to purchase it as soon as it launched. I did. And here we are. And I decided to go ahead and pull out all of my Makeup by Mario products and just talk a tiny bit about the brand, what I enjoy, what I don't enjoy, hang out with you all. If you are new here, I am just
a woman on the internet who loves to play with makeup.
That's all it is. Never did I ever think that I would be someone that would film myself putting makeup and post it somewhere where absolutely anyone and everyone can see it. But here we are. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. I love and appreciate every single one of you. So let's go ahead and get started with this video. Alrighty, so I did already go into primers. I used Wet n Wild Primer Serum, Ambient, is it Ambient Vanish? Hourglass Vanish primer for my T-zone. And I was gonna go into this Rare Beauty Glowy Primer just around the perimeters of my face. And that's it for primers. I don't think Makeup by Mario has launched primers. He has the setting spray, which I did not purchase, not because I didn't want to, I just have so much makeup. He also has a lip scrub, and I think that's just about everything he has for prepping your skin before going in with makeup. I do own his foundation. This is the Surreal Skin Foundation. 11N is the tone I have. And this is actually a really good foundation. Now, I don't know if you could see, but there's like pearlescent specks in the foundation. I personally don't see that when I apply the foundation, but I will say it kind of makes it look like it has more of a satin finish. And I would also say that this is actually a pretty heavy duty foundation. I like to wear it lightly, so I really sheer mine out. If you've been here for a minute, then you know that I don't like full coverage foundations. That's just not my jam personally. If you are, this is definitely for you. If you're oily, I don't know. I want to say I did see a couple of reviews of oily skinned individuals, and I don't think they enjoyed this foundation too much. Not a favorite, maybe. I honestly don't remember, but for me, a regular skin gal with an oily T-zone, I do enjoy it. And I did spray my brush, well, at least the back of my hand, my foundation brush. This is the Sonia G Jumbo Base, and then that's how I'm blending out the foundation. That's how I sheer it out, just a tiny bit. I would say 11N is a good match. I do have a tiny bit of color, so it's a little light for me, but I feel this is a shade that I can wear year round. Okay, there's what it looks like. I would say a natural satin kind of finish. I enjoy it. I do enjoy this foundation. It's actually currently in my foundation rotation and has been, I think, for almost 3 weeks. And I got to switch it up and take that one out and put another one. But now we're gonna jump into the Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer. 240 is the tone that I have. I do enjoy this concealer. I would say it's a little more full coverage than I personally enjoy, but again, I can sheer this out and I do enjoy it. I do feel like my under eyes look really nice. I don't recall what people were saying about it, and I don't really see too many people saying that this is a favorite. Overall, I don't know what the census is. Tarte Concealer Rush. For me, it works really nice when I use it lightly. That is all the concealer I need or enjoy for myself personally. You can definitely get a pretty good coverage. Let me know if you've tried it, if you enjoy it, if you didn't enjoy it. What's the tea? But for me, I need to pick this up more because it actually is really nice. It blended out really, really nicely. Okay, when it comes to cream products, Mr. Mario has, he has way too many to choose from. It's like he decided he needed every formulation possible in the world. This is the first one that came out, the Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick. I have light medium. Mine's kind of broken, like it won't come up anymore. It's kind of stuck. Like it's breaking off. Is it a refillable one? I don't know. But this, mine's broken. So if I repurchase this, yeah, I think it's broken. It'll probably be a mini because this is annoying. Yeah, I cannot. The stick. And this is like full.
Okay.
I'll use this today because this is light medium and it's a little bit of a sculpting stick because the tone is a little bit more of a neutral tone on my skin tone. I'm lucky I can't even get any product out, so this needs to get tossed. I do enjoy this formula. It's actually really nice. It's a cream matte, nothing super special or innovative. It's just, you know, a normal stick cream. Okay, the other two formulas, this is the Soft Sculpt Skin Enhancer and I have light medium. This is a little bit more of a translucent kind of product that does have a little bit of glow from within, kind of luminosity, and you can tell that I love this. And then the newest one he came out with is this one, which is the Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. So this is like a liquid gel. I do enjoy this. It's a little bit on the sheer side, so not my absolute favorite, but I do still enjoy it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use both. Let's start with this one. Again, light medium is the tone I have. This is the Sigma and Samantha Ravindell brush. And this light medium tone on me, I feel, is a little bit more on the neutral side. For the liquid serum, I got this in medium and it's a little bit more of a bronzing shade. Now this one, you can pump it out or you can take this out and it has a doe foot. People either loved it or they didn't. The formula is nice. It's different than what at the time that this was launched we had been given, but I feel like it was either for you or it wasn't. If you're somebody who is scared of liquid bronzers, this is probably a good formula to start with, just because it is a tiny bit more on the sheer side. I mean, you can see it's a really, really pretty finish. At least I hope you can see. And see how it looks a tiny bit warmer and just more neutral on this side. Okie dokie, I look nice and bronzed. I totally forgot that I did have some brushes from the brand. The first one I purchased was the F2. So it's like a smaller for maybe contour and then for bronzer. And then this one, the F4, which I feel is one of his most popular brushes. So it's like a smaller kitten paw and then a bigger kitten paw. I enjoy the bigger size than the smaller size better. So we will be using this for blush today. I own these two cream blush formulas. So like the contour stick or sculpting stick, this is the Soft Pop Blush Stick, Soft Coral. See, and that didn't happen to this stick, so maybe over time or I dropped it, I don't know. This is actually a really pretty formula. Gosh, I didn't swatch the other stuff. It is a little bit of a balmy kind of finish, so for me, I cannot leave this blush as is. I have to set it. I also have, which was his latest blush launch, I'm sure, the Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil. I have another tone, I think it's the lightest tone, and it's like a pretty nude kind of rosy pink. And then this one here, which is Strawberry Sunset. We're gonna use both of these today because why not? Let's be a tiny bit extra. And I cannot remember if these lifted my foundation up a tiny bit. Yes. Okay, so I do remember now. I would have to pick it up from the stick. Again, it's that balmy kind of formula, so that's probably why it does lift up the product underneath, but it does blend really nice. And if you're somebody who does not mind having a sticky cheek, then this is perfect for you. My kids are being so loud. Pick up a tiny bit more for this side. Yeah, so I don't know what happened. I already tossed it. Okay, I'm wiping my brush and I'm gonna dig into this one. This is more of a translucent base. It's very similar to the cream bronzer I used on this side. Ooh, I picked up too much product. So yeah, it's a very pretty formula, but again, if you don't like stickiness on your cheeks, you're gonna have to set this. My kids are just... Summer's going great. It's a beautiful formula. It's just not gonna be for everyone, you know? Alrighty, so I did already set my under eyes with a little bit of my ColourPop spray. Okay, so this next product, I almost forgot that he had launched this. This came out at the same time as the Skin Enhancer, the sheer glowy bronzer. This is the Sculpt Transforming Skin Perfector. So this is one of those like 3-in-1 kind of situation. You have like a setting powder, which is not a matte. I feel like it has a tiny bit of sheen to it, a highlighter and a bronzer all in one. Honestly, I feel like so many people were confused when this was launched, including myself. But I do enjoy this. I got light medium and I just feel that it's a tiny bit too light for my skin tone. If I use this, I include it with his bronzer. We are going to use the top portion to set the under eyes, because I do remember really enjoying that under the eyes. Just, you gotta be careful and you gotta make sure you have a small enough point to get the product and use it. Not my favorite, and as you can see, it is brightening up my under eyes a tiny bit, but I do remember using it from time to time. But for warning, your eyes are going to look a tiny bit sheeny, so if you don't like that, this might not be something you want to try. I don't remember it being this glowy when I used it the last time. It looks okay. Not my favorite. All right, we are gonna use the F2. All right, so I also own the Soft Sculpt bronzer. This has recently been reformulated. I'm pretty sure talc is what they took out. A lot of brands are reformulating a lot of things right now for many reasons. One of them being that I think Europe changed some regulations, and I think talc is one of the things that entails in all of that. I'm gonna mix these two, but let me show you what they look like on their own. So I'll do the matte bronzer. This is F2 from Make It by Mario. I did see a couple of reviews of somebody who tried the original and the new one on one side, and the difference is mostly in the tones. I mean, more than likely, since the formula is changing, the tones probably look different. I don't know. I didn't see like if they noticed a difference throughout the day and wear time and all that, but performance wise, it seemed to be pretty identical. Okay, wiping my brush, and now I'm gonna use this one, but just mix all three. I picked up too much. And this one, like I said, is just a tiny bit light for me. And you can see that this one does have a tiny bit of glow and that it is lighter than this side. So I usually just use both. Yeah, a lot of confusion to this product, but at least I have that highlighter that I can use in there because I don't own a highlighter from the brand. I honestly didn't even know who Make It by Mario was until I got into doing YouTube videos. A lot of you might not even know who he is. He's Kim Kardashian's makeup artist. All right, so I did set the rest of my face with Makeup Forever loose powder in Banana, and I did apply just a tiny bit under my eyes because I was not enjoying. It was making me look like I was probably 45. It's been a minute since my eyes have looked, my under eyes, that bad. Yeah, okay. He does have a loose powder. I just decided not to purchase it. I have way too many powders. So I will hopefully one day try his powder. I kind of heard good and bad things. I don't know. Some people loved it, some people did not. All right, so there's Master Matte's long wearing cream eyeshadows, tender for tones, available, $25. I purchased Chestnut, which is still in stock. It looks like the only one that sold out is Sienna. A weightless, easy to use cream eyeshadow that delivers a softly diffused matte finish. His packaging is very simple, very straightforward, nothing fancy. I get it. I mean, I enjoy a good, beautiful packaging, but sometimes I also enjoy practicality, and I feel like that's what his brand is. Everything's just very simple, almost classic chic, just I guess what you would see in a makeup artist kit. All right, here is what the tube looks like. A 18-month shelf life, and it was made in the USA. Chestnut. I have not even opened this. I have seen, like I said, okay, no scent, a few reviews. So this is supposed to be waterproof. I have very oily eyelids. There is a few eyeshadow sticks that don't crease on me, even if I don't wear eye primer. So I'm just gonna go in today with no eye primer and see how it goes. All right, I am going to do dots. And this is actually, I'm about to do the eye look that I used to do in my late teens, early 20s. Like I would literally just pick a beautiful brownie tone, put it on my lid, and then blend it out. And that was it. That was my eyeshadow. It looked good. So, okay, that actually blended out quite easily. Like no issues at all, which is nice. And that's actually a beautiful, beautiful tone. I might do a tiny bit of eyeliner. Just a tiny bit on the lower lash line. And this is like a flat little doe foot. I should have brought you in closer. What's wrong with me? Okay, that looks beautiful. It's just like a warm tone kind of brown, right? All right, I did go in. Let me bring you in closer. I did go in to this Wayne Goss, the Essential Eye Kohl Pencil in Copper Flames. It's like a coppery warm tone red brown. Smudged it in the outer corner, but I wanted you to see that it looks like I have powder eyeshadow on my eyelids. Like it looks like I put on eyeshadow, but it's not. It's a liquid cream. Here is the swatch. Okay, nothing came off. I don't know if it's from my skin or if it's the product itself just kind of bundling up and coming off. That's what it looks like. I do have the Master Mattes from Makeup by Mario and also a quad, but I'm going to use the lightest as my inner corner. His eyeshadows are nice. They're not like bam in your face. Super innovative kind of formula. It's a formula that's very easy to use, buildable. I enjoy it. I didn't purchase the Cool Tone Master Mattes. And like I said, I only have a quad. That also has been reformulated. This is a before, and then I used the Cinch EO8 for the cream eyeshadow. Okay. I don't own mascara from Makeup by Mario, and I also don't own brow products. So I'll do that off camera, come back, and we can finish off the rest. He does have a mascara. I have not tried it. It's been on my radar. I'm pretty sure he has a mascara. Yeah, so I'll be right back. All right, I did go into the Gucci Brow Pencil, some of my Makeup Revolution Wrap Lash Mascara. Haven't set the eyebrows yet because I still need to go into powder blush And I'll use this for the highlighter. So this is the Soft Pop Powder Blush. Mellow Mauve is the tone that I have. It does have a tiny bit of sheen to it. We'll use the F2, the smaller size. I do enjoy this blush. I do remember Allie Glines really raving about this blush. She, of course, got PR from the brand and got to try more than one tone. I only purchased one because I think when he dropped this blush, there was like a ton of other stuff dropped too, and I wasn't gonna buy like multiple shades. Yeah, too much. This is a pretty tone. It's a very natural kind of everyday tone, so I do have to build it up a tiny bit, but it's fine. It's a beautiful, beautiful formula. Gosh, there's something about an all matte eye look that just kind of makes you look very classy, simple, classy, you know? And the main reason I don't wear all matte eye looks is because it doesn't matter what I do, they just crease. So, all right, this Skin Perfector has the 3 formulas. I'm gonna use this middle stripe here as my highlighter. It's a very subtle, natural kind of highlighter, nothing like super bling bling. It is gold, but it's fine. It's all I have to work with. I don't own a highlighter from Makeup by Mario, and no, yeah, he has some. He launched some pretty bling bling ones, and I almost purchased it, but honestly, I don't need it. And do you see? It's like a very natural kind of highlight. All right, I did set my eyebrows with the Maybelline Lock-It Brow Gel. I did try the Makeup by Mario Brow Gel, but I did not enjoy that. Unfortunately, it was a huge no for me. Okay, so I have 3 different lip products from Makeup by Mario. I do not own a lip liner, even though I've wanted to purchase one for quite some time now. The latest lip product launch, I think, is the gloss, the Super Shine Lip Gloss, and I purchased Berry. This is one of the darkest tones, and the reason I purchased it is because they all seem pretty translucent, so don't expect to get color from these glosses. It smells like, is it vanilla? I get vanilla with a slight hint of cinnamon. This is actually a very, very pretty gloss. And when I'm being lazy, I will put lip liner and this gloss, and that's it. That's what I use for lip. I just wanted to show you what it looks like and to hydrate my lips just a tiny bit. But I think I will use one of the lipsticks that I do own from Makeup by Mario. So yeah, so there it is. Pretty enjoyable formula. If you're a gloss person, you'll enjoy it. Okay, he also came out with this soft, okay, oh, just kidding. I have 4. So this here is the Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Color. He also has it in a stick form, and I do own one of those somewhere. And I think it's a very similar shade to this one. I do enjoy that one, and this one is just the liquid form of that. I don't think this was too many people's favorite. A lot of people said that it, what is it called? When it feathers around your lips, like it gets into the fine lines and it just shows all of the fine lines around your lips. I personally never experienced that, but honestly, I have not used this a ton. I totally forgot about it. The tone I have for this is Soft Blush, and as you can see, it's very pretty. I want to say this one has like a floral kind of scent. It does feel a tiny bit plumping, but it's more of a, not a burning or hot, like almost a minty. And the stick version of this has that same plumping sensation. Not a favorite, but it is a decent one. Okay, so I have 2 of the Ultra Suede lipsticks. He did come out with a different formula. I did not partake in that. I believe he also has liquid lipsticks. I also did not partake in that. Okay, so Rasa, which is like a peachy tone, and these are very, very comfortable. I actually really did enjoy these lipsticks from him. I would definitely say that it's a suede formula. Super comfortable, not drying at all. Beautiful lipsticks, honestly. Rasa. Pretty. All right, I did put on a tiny bit of the Dominique Cosmetics Lip Sculpt lip liner in soft brownie because I think the next lipstick is the one that I'm gonna wear, and it's Annie. And it's a little bit more of a pinky tone. These remind me a tiny bit of Lisa Eldridge formula, the one where it almost looks like velvet on the stick, like the texture. And I think out of the two, this one, well, maybe it's more of a warm tone mauve-y. I thought it was gonna be more pink, but it's not. Yeah, it's a beautiful. Okay, and I think that's everything. I'm pretty sure that's everything that I own from Makeup by Mario. So let me go ahead and assess the situation, come back, we'll talk real quick and end this video. All right, my loves, my makeup looks wonderful. I would definitely say that his base products are something that I would personally use for special occasions. Yeah, so hopefully maybe in the future there's a skin tint that's coming. That would be great. He doesn't have an, yeah, I don't think he has a skin tint, just the foundation, the concealer, and then the loose powder that he came out with. I think that was last year. Anyways, I feel like Makeup by Mario is a good, well-rounded brand. I know we hear that people think it's boring, but I feel like when it comes to in-store purchases, most people who shop in-store, like say that's the main way that they shop for makeup, they're not looking for color. They're not looking for the innovative product, the colorful, sparkly eyeshadow formulas. This is what they're looking for. And I think that is the audience or clientele that he's mostly catering to. And I get it, totally get it. Probably most of his sales are in person rather than online. So yes, it might be boring, but it's selling. That's just my personal opinion. All right, let me know if you have tried Makeup by Mario, and if you have, what are your favorite products from the brand? I feel like anytime I wear Makeup by Mario products, my makeup looks stunning, beautiful. I'm super excited to see how this liquid shadow will perform and if it is going to stay as pretty as it looks right now. I will definitely keep you posted, hopefully get a picture and let you know how it did by the end of today. I have high hopes. I'm gonna cross my fingers, and if it works well, then I will definitely be picking up 1 or 2 more shades, probably a darker tone. I thought this tone was going to be a little bit darker than it looks. So yeah, okay. That's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I had so much fun dipping into my Makeup by Mario collection. This is your sign to pick up what you have from the brand and use it if you own anything. All right. I love you all. Please do not forget to give the video a big thumbs up. And also don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you all on my next video. Bye.